Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Alright, so let's wait for some people here to join in. We're going to be talking about swing trades and how I find them. So let's refresh this here, and then we can start talking here. Let's see if we can get some people. Alrighty, hold on. Alright, copy that. Whoops, not that. Alrighty, so let's see here. Sorry about this, everybody. Share. I just got to get the link here for my group chat. Let's copy this. Sorry. It's everyone live right now. Alrighty. Send. Alrighty. Alright. What is going up, guys? So we just sent that out here. Everything seems to be good. Let's pull up this here. Alright. So welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alrighty. So if you guys have any stocks you guys want me to look at right now, you know, shoot them in the chat here. Welcome. Alrighty. Alright, here we go. So we're going to be talking about, you know, how to find swing trades live. You guys will actually be able to see what I'm doing on my screen here. Alrighty, so let's hop to this other. I want to see how well this works. So let's, bam. Alright, so that works pretty good. What up, Dale? Thanks for joining here. Alright, so we are going to be trying to find swing trade stocks. Stocks that we think that will go up over the course of a couple days to a week here. So we had some good movers today. ATXI up here went from, you know, that low of 208, hit a high of 550. You know, very good moves. So now it looks like it was recently riding that 20 moving average line. Pretty strong here. It popped up and then just kind of faded off. And now a lot of these sellers are controlling it, so you know, I'm not even going to wait. Maybe tomorrow, if it has some pre-market moves, we can look for it for a gap and go here. But right now, it's a little overextended. I don't want to hop in. You know, just not. I don't want to chase anything and lose money is the biggest thing here. So, alright, so how I find swing trades, it's very, very simple. So what I do is I go to groups up here. So when you go to groups, you guys can see the performance over the week, month, 3 months, or the 6 months. So as you guys can see, we've been having a huge pullback in the market for the past couple of, you know, weeks to a month. Everything's just been really going bad. The Dow finished yesterday under or over 800 points down, which is, you know, not very good at all. So that's about 3%, which for the Dow is a lot. It's the worst since February from what I remember here. But so this is what I normally do when I try to find stocks for swing trades. So what I do is I click on, like I said, groups up here on this menu tab. Then I go down and I want to see how, pretty much what sector is hot. So utilities is pretty much the only one. And technology today did okay. I mean, these are all negative, so it's not ideal. But, you know, it's okay. We can still find some stocks that have those potential here. So the next thing I do is I click on screener here. For you guys that don't know what a stock screener is, it filters out all the stocks that you give it like a kind of a filter, and it filters out all the 15,000 stocks that's out there, and it finds the ones with the criteria you put in. So the next thing I do is I click all, because I want the fundamental, technical, and descriptive all together, so I don't have to keep clicking buttons. But the one thing that does suck about Finviz is it has a lot of ads. You know, it's loaded up with ads. It's kind of crappy here. But so now you guys can see you got the exchange, you guys got the index, you guys got everything. So what I normally do is I go and I try to find a good price point. Now this is 100% up to you guys, but I like to find stocks under 20 just because those ones move a lot more than the ones that are normally higher, because more people are more attracted to cheaper stocks, especially if it has a good average volume. And that's going to be the next thing we're going to be talking about here. So we want to click on average volume. Anything over, 500,000 is pretty good here, because that means there's always a lot of buyers and sellers in the stock here. So that's pretty solid. So click out of those ads. So the next couple things here are very, very important. Probably the most important thing that we're going to be talking about. So we have relative volume. So that's pretty much the demand for the stock. And if it's over 2, that means it is crazy. You'll rarely ever see a stock over 2. Even some of the ones that gap up all of those percentage, the relative volume only goes probably to a 1 to a 1.5. So we're going to go, over 1. Let's see if there's anything out there. And it looks like there actually is quite a few. So let's go over 2. Let's see if there's anything over 2 here. I'd be surprised if there is. Oh, wow, 74. That's pretty decent. So the next thing here is pattern. So we're going to click on it. So horizontal is, horizontal. So that means the support and resistance lines are pretty much just consolidating in that form here. So we don't really want that. I mean, we could make a good trade on it, but we kind of want a stock that has that upward momentum. So we're going to click on channel up. Whether it's up or strong, that just click on regular here. And so as you guys can see, we filtered out a ton of stocks. We used to have like 6,000. Now we're down to 1. So let's click on charts here. So look at this. This is not what I was expecting here. So let's pull it up on the chart. All right, hold on a sec. All right, so let's see here. All right, what is this one? I don't remember the ticker. All right, EXG, and it looks like it had this huge sell-off. That's why I'm surprised it was in this EXG here. All right, yeah, see, look at this day's performance. It's awful. But let's go 180 day. I have so many windows open, it might take a minute. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask here. All right, so this is actually a pretty solid stock. I just hate this sell-off here. All right, but let's see here. All right, so looking at this, looks like we have that upward trend. Well, we did. I wouldn't hop into this thing now, but let's go drawing tools. So, we did have this upward trend right here, which was pretty solid. It did bounce around a little bit, but it was very relatable here. So it had that upward support and resistance. That's what we look for. And right when it pretty much broke this 200-day moving average line, this thing just shot down. This dropped around 8%, no 10%. So this one wouldn't be something that we're looking for, just because of this huge sell-off. I mean, you guys could try to scalp it, but it's a little overextended right now, for sure. You wouldn't want to hop into this thing short, just because this is the most recent lows over the past 180 days. So when the buyers pick up in the stock, it definitely will hop up quick. RSI, can you guys see that? RSI on the bottom. Let me look here. Yeah, you guys can. Okay, so if you look at the RSI, you guys can see it's very undervalued for the 180 day. You know, I'm sure it is for the daily. I can almost guarantee it is because of how much it fell. But so this wouldn't be something that we're looking for. We would pretty much just scoot along and continue looking. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to Finviz here, and we're going to change the relative volume. Let's put on any. Yeah. All right. So now what we're looking for is something that's hitting lows, kind of like BPY. Because I'll show you. Let's pull it up on my chart. BPY. All right. Let's make it so you guys can see. And of course, we have an ad. All right. Let's get rid of that. Terrible ads. Literally. All right. So BPY, honestly, excuse me, pretty solid chart. You know, the only thing that I don't like about it is on an upward trend, but if you look at all these resistant points. We have the 200-day moving average. We have the 90, the what is that? The 20, and then the 9. So this stock is going to have to break it. And each time that it breaks it, it consolidates. Breaks it, consolidates. So it definitely will have some trouble. So what I will most likely do is I'll set an alert over this 200-day. So probably at, 2016. Now this will be definitely a short percentage gain, but you guys can still make those profits from this stock. It's only $20, and it could hit a high of 21. So almost $2 a share that you could profit from this, which is pretty good. So we want, man, my throat is dry. Let's go above here. All right, so now we've set an alert. So when this stock breaks over, we're alerted here. All right, let's go back here. All right, so we're looking now, sell-offs. It just sucks because we had this huge sell-off in the market today. Maybe DNR. Look at that. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Pull it up. Hold on a second. Alright. Gotta shoot you guys over to the monitor here. DNR. Man, excuse me. Hopefully I'm not getting sick. See, I have so many windows open, it takes a while. Alright. First peek at the chart looks good. One thing that I like about it is, man, I might have to get a water. Let me grab my old drink here. Alright. One thing that I like about this chart, as you guys can see, there is a pretty strong support is this 200-day moving line. So if we could hit this 200-day moving average, I could almost guarantee the stock will go up, just because of how the history tends to repeat itself. So this stock is almost guaranteed a pop back up, which is pretty cool. So I would definitely keep an eye on this one, DNR. I'm going to set an alert here if it crosses under this, so below this line. The reason also, if it hits this, look at this previous resistance at, you know, that 550 area tends to be new support. So we will most likely have a pushback up, even if it's up to, you know, 650. We could definitely make a solid trade off this. I might hop into this thing actually. I like it. I really like this chart. Because in the past 180 days, there hasn't been a time where it hit this 200 average and hasn't popped up. It broke through here, popped back up. Hit here, pop back up, pop back up, pop back up, pop back up. So, I mean, history tends to repeat itself for sure. You know, I'm sorry I'm drinking my pop here, but my throat is killing me. Man, it's tough. It is tough today. Alrighty. Alright, so, you know, that looks pretty good. I really like this DNR here. I'm going to screenshot this for the chat room here. So DNR looks pretty solid. Let's see if we can find some more here. And if you guys have any stocks you guys want me to look at, literally just shoot them in the comments or shoot them in the chat room. I'll link it below for you guys. Alright, so DNR looking solid. Alright, you guys see how when this stock breaks resistance, it just gets shot back down. That's what tends to happen. So that's why you always gotta set your stop right below here. Alright. Yeah, this one most likely will have a short on it for sure. Start selling off. Hitting those highs. Yeah, definitely sell off coming. So, you know, that's how I pretty much find stocks, if you're wondering. It's not too complicated. I just go on Finviz because Thinkorswim does have a good scanning platform, but I like how you can really just customize this, and it's delayed 20 minutes, so for swing trading it doesn't really matter as much because you're going to be holding the stock for a week or, you know, longer sometimes. So DNR looks good. I really like it. So that's the stock I'm most likely going to look at, and that's how I find them. Maybe no, we looked at BPY. I don't like how, here, look, this is what you don't want to do. Let's pull up CLI here. Alright. What is this? Okay. Let's pull it up here. Bear with me, everybody. Bear with me. Alright. Alright, so CLI. You might look at this and say, alright, you know, hit a low of 1586. Hit a high of 22.29, sold off fast. You know, it bounces at this 200, somewhat near this 200 moving average line. You know, Carter, why would you swing trade this? No, I would not. And I'll tell you why. Okay, right now, these lows, so the lows right here are not increasingly up. So when you look for a swing trade, you want that trend to be up. This trend right here is up, but it's on 180 days, and you're not going to hold this stock for 180 days. You're going to hold it for a week, and there's no real solid support anywhere. There is at, you know, 1932, but if it's there, there's multiple resistant points all the way up, and you don't want that. That risk, this risk below here, if this stock falls, is going to go to 1586, and the highest reward you'll get out of this is 22.29, and the odds of it hitting here, it hit here and sold off. I guarantee probably pre-market. So let's do this. So the risk or the reward, 10%, okay, from its lows here, 13%, and the risk is around 18. Is most likely here. I mean, you could be like, Carter, what about here? But it does not look convincing right here. Because this stock gapped up right through it, so I'd be surprised if this thing continues to break over 229 within the next couple of weeks. Very surprised. Very, very. Alright, so, that's going to be it, though, for this video of how I find stocks. It's not too complicated. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, subscribe if you're new, comment your stock you're swing trading. Also, if you guys want to be part of our group chat, link will be in the bottom in the description here. We have just over 35 members, which is we're slowly climbing. I remember when I was the only one in there, and I'm still calling out stocks for no one. But that's it, though. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please sure to like, subscribe, stay happy, stay positive, and I hope you guys have a fantastic week coming up. I haven't been trading. I've been super busy, like usual, looking at different other investment deals and stuff like that. So I've been out of the market for a minute, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So that's it, though. Take care.